Today we're taking a look at one of my favourite NFT projects, Ethereum Towers. Welcome back to LineTube, and if you enjoy my videos, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, as it really motivates me to create more content for you. It's free to do so and it helps me massively. The reason we're talking about Ethereum Towers today is because they are launching phase 1 of their Tower 2 mint this month. For those of you who do not know about Ethereum Towers, it is a community-centric vertical structure consisting of 4,388 player-owned apartments and a variety of communal areas set in the Ethereum world's Metaverse. These 4,388 apartments are spread across 202 floors within 2 towers, and there is the best and only one community there. As mentioned, they're going to start minting Tower 2. That's because Tower 1 is almost full. If we take a look at OpenSea, we can see the current floor price is 0.8 Ethereum and there are 2.2k items. These are all Tower 1 apartments. The volume traded is 173 Ethereum, and this is over the course of the last month and not over the lifetime of Ethereum Towers. The reason why it's only over the course of about a month is because they changed the smart contract up of the apartments, and doing so meant they had to remint all of the apartments under a new official OpenSea account. But 0.8 Ethereum is a great floor to currently be at. In terms of socials, they have 17.7k followers on Twitter, and on Discord they have 9,947 members. If you want to know more about Ethereum Towers, check out my previous videos on them. I provide a lot of different details about the community and how great it is. So let's move on to details about the launch. So February 19th, 2022 will be the official launch date of phase 1 for Tower 2. It's taken 5 months of hard work by a dedicated group of team and community members, patiently building the foundations of Ethereum Towers brick by brick, all while organically growing a community that rivals other industry giants, a community that is second to none. So for phase 1, what to expect? Just like the first tower, they are building from the ground up. Phase 1 of Tower 2 will consist of 400 apartments on floors 1 through to floor 19. Phase 1 will have a fixed cost of 0.8 Ethereum and will be fully randomized, meaning when you press that buy button, you may get any apartment between floors 1 and 19. Having a lower floor is more rewarding in Ethereum Towers, so because they're minting from the ground up, the first phase will have the most valuable apartments. And to be minting at only 0.8 Ethereum, which is the current floor, is fantastic for anyone on phase 1. It is such great value. Not only that, but there is a huge prize draw. One lucky buyer will win $20,000. The buyer who receives apartment 20 on floor 4 will be the winner. So if you get the floor 4 apartment 20, the dark green card, there's a little bit of a cheeky reference there for anyone who gets it. They will get $20,000. I'm assuming this will be $20,000 worth of Ethereum, but I'm sure the individual can cash it out whenever they like. Not only this, but they will be giving 20 random buyers their money back. These 20 lucky winners will receive their apartment for free, just paying for the cost of the gas. There's 400 apartments and 21 lucky winners. That is extremely great odds for a giveaway. The apartment breakdown is 380 standard apartments and 20 luxury apartments. So going back to OpenSea, I've mentioned the floor price is 0.8 Ethereum, and these are for standard apartments on higher up floors. If we look floor 71, 58, 58, 70, 54, 97, 28, a slightly lower one. If you're looking to buy now, I'd recommend going for this one. Not financial advice, of course, but let's take a look at what the luxury apartments are currently going for. So the luxury apartments are apartments 21 and 22, and the current floor price for a luxury apartment is 3.8 Ethereum. And there's about a 1 in 20 chance of you getting a luxury apartment on a low floor, which is great value for anyone who does get it. So 5% chance of getting a luxury apartment. So bonuses, there's a 5.5% chance of getting one of the floor 1 apartments, 5% chance of getting your money back, and 0.25% chance of getting a massive prize, which in my opinion is fantastic value. However, moving on to pre-sale access, it will only be allocated to penthouse owners, luxury owners, floor 1 owners and community team. They'll also be providing their strategic investment communities with a small number of pre-sale spots for this phase, and any members with T2 access list role will be able to participate in this phase if acquired before phase 1 launch. And there's a little note here, phase 1 is dedicated to those community and team members that have built Ethereum Towers from the ground up. If there are any unsold apartments, they will be made available during the public portion of phase 1, and in my humble opinion, they will sell out immediately. So moving over to the launch FAQs, there's 3 parts to the FAQ: general launch, phase 1 launch and phase 2 launch. So why is Tower 2 being launched in phases? As we are building our Metaverse protocol from scratch, we will not have the first version of our product until late 2022. It is important that we continue to build our community organically, allowing new members entry into our community, all whilst controlling the market inflation of available Ethereum Towers apartment. They spent over 4 months filling the first tower, which has helped them build a genuine community and family. So one of the biggest fears as an apartment holder myself is if they launch Tower 2 all at once, the floor price would immediately crash. My favourite reason for them launching in phases is it will help keep a stable price. How many phases will there be? There will be 5 separate phases, with the first scheduled 19th February at 12 PM Eastern Time. What are the prices of each phase? So the price of each phase will be announced ahead of phase launch. Each new subsequent phase will have a price that is equal to or less than the preceding phase price. So this implies that the max price will be 0.8 Ethereum, but it could be less as they move higher up in the tower. This kind of makes sense, but it also kind of doesn't. So 0.8 Ethereum is the current price of phase 1, which is great value for those on phase 1 because it is the current floor price of Ethereum Towers and they're getting the best apartments available. However, moving on to phase 2, if the floor price has gone up significantly, minting at a lower price is a disadvantage, but at the same time it's also a fair entry price for those who are new to the community, because 0.8 Ethereum is a lot of money to be minting at anyway. But as you move up higher up into the tower, if the floor price of Ethereum Towers does drop, it means they can actually adjust the prices to give fair value to new members of the community. So where can I buy the apartments? There will be a dedicated page and it will be posted in official links, and make sure you only use official links to get to that page. Do not click on links from DMs about the minting. What type of apartments will I be able to buy? So it will be standard and luxury apartments. There will be a randomization of purchase, meaning each buyer will receive a random apartment type within a phase. The remaining luxury apartments and penthouse apartments will not be available in these phases. How many apartments will there be in each phase? Exact number of apartments will be announced for each phase ahead of time. How many apartments will I be able to buy? So each wallet address will only be able to purchase 1 apartment across all phases, regardless of pre-sale or public list status. The contract will check the wallet trying to interact to identify if there are any Tower 2 apartments. Having a Tower 1 apartment will not affect your ability to purchase a Tower 2 apartment. Why is it 1 apartment per wallet? So building a community and market organically is of utmost importance to us. Ethereum Towers features an extremely limited supply of 4,388 assets compared to other metaverses. Having a higher unique ownership benefits everyone and will create a foundation for sustainable growth and a better in-world economy and community. In terms of NFTs, 4,388 is definitely on the smaller side of things, so I do agree with what they're saying here. Will the purchase price of each phase reflect the earning multipliers? As mentioned in the Economy Updates channel, buying an Ethereum Towers apartment should not be considered purely as a yield-producing asset, as the token earning element is only part of a much bigger ecosystem and in-world experience. Earnings will not be passive. With that said, lower floors will provide higher token earnings multipliers for engaged in-world residents, so that the price will reflect this to some degree. So there is a new economies update, and let me know in the comments below if you want me to provide a video explaining the new economy updates. Will there be any incentives or prizes awarded to buyers during these phases? We've already covered what the rewards are for phase 1, and I assume there'll be similar prizes for other phases. I won a Tower 2 access list spot. When can I use it? Those individuals that have Tower 2 access list role will be able to purchase in any pre-sale phase. This gives each member the option to pick which phase suits them and their price. If an individual wins a Tower 2 access list spot after a phase has launched, they will have access to all subsequent phases. So you may have a Tower 2 access list spot already, but 0.8 Ethereum might be too high for you right now. So you can hold on to that access list role and wait for future phases where the price may be less, or it at least gives you time to save up the amount of Ethereum to purchase one. Moving on to Phase 1 launch, pre-sale will launch February 19th at 12 PM Eastern Time and run for 24 hours. If there are any remaining apartments, these will be released to the public on February 20th, Monday, 12 PM Eastern Time. I think there's a typo there, February 20th is a Sunday. How many apartments are available to buy in Phase 1? 400 between floors 1 and 19. Who gets guaranteed pre-sale access to Phase 1 launch? So Penthouse, Luxury and Floor 1 owners, and any on the Tower 2 access list prior to the phase being launched, and also the community team and strategic investment communities. Why have Ethereum Towers decided to allocate these guaranteed pre-sale spots? We wholeheartedly believe we would not be where we are today without the belief and support of the individuals and communities listed above. Many of these have invested a considerable amount of time and all money into the Ethereum Towers ecosystem. This has enabled us to begin development preparations earlier than expected. This is our way to say a huge thank you to those individuals and communities. And this is the best bit about Ethereum Towers. You don't have to have a lot of money to be recognised within the community. You can spend your time instead of your money to be recognised as a valuable member in the community. And that's how Tower 1 apartment spots were given out. It was based on valuable members of the community, and there are so many helpful people in there. When will the Penthouse, Luxury and Floor 1 holder snapshot for Tower 1 occur? We will conduct a snapshot of all Penthouse, Luxury and Floor 1 apartment holders on 18th February at 12 PM Eastern Time. After this snapshot, purchasing a Penthouse, Luxury or Floor 1 apartment will not guarantee you pre-sale access. So if you're thinking about doing it, make sure you do it before Friday. What are the prizes that can be won in Phase 1 launch? We've gone over them, but the big one is the $20,000. Why are the Ethereum Towers incentivizing Phase 1 with prizes? We wouldn't be where we are without the support and belief this community has displayed to the admin team. For this reason, we wanted to do something extra special for those individuals who continue to show that support with a Phase 1 apartment purchase. How will the Ethereum Towers team pick who wins the prizes? All the apartment IDs that were sold during Phase 1 will be entered into a draw, and Shane, a core member of the team, will do the draw live on Twitch to choose the 20 winners, and that will happen the day following the sellout. Will there be public access for Phase 1 launch? Any remaining apartments not purchased by the groups and individuals listed above will be released to the public on February 20th, Sunday 12 PM Eastern Time. So they've corrected it here. Why will Phase 1 be the most expensive? Phase 1 will contain the most valuable apartments as per the economy updates, as well as having the most luxury apartments available to receive. Subsequent phases will have lower level multipliers and will also have less luxury apartments available. Why is Phase 1 so important for the Ethereum Towers team? The sellout of this phase will provide the necessary funds to begin our initial production goals, such as expert blockchain team expansion, Metaverse prototype creation, token and economy preparation, and asset production planning. They are very excited to get production phase underway. So one thing people may not know is that Tower 1 was pretty much all given away for free to individuals and different communities apart from the penthouses. The penthouses were 25 Ethereum each, and I'm not sure how many they've sold, but I know they've at least sold 4 penthouses, which is 100 Ethereum. So that alone speaks measures about how solid this community is. What happens after Phase 1 has sold out? The team will review the rollout of Phase 1, highlight and improve any mechanics that could have been better. Assuming everything goes to plan, we believe Phase 2 will be released very soon after this cycle has occurred. So they'll take any learning opportunities from Phase 1 and implement them into Phase 2. I didn't buy an apartment in Phase 1. Will there be other prizes and or incentives to purchase in the next phase? We have plans to introduce a smaller prize pool in Phase 2. We will address later phases as we progress through the first 2 phases. The prizes are a great incentive, but even getting an apartment at such good value is a great advantage anyway. And finally, moving over to Phase 2 launch, there's currently no date planned for when it will launch or how many apartments will be available, but they will be giving the majority of pre-sale access spots to residents of Tower 1. The remaining apartments will go to public sale. There's no date determined for holder snapshot for Tower 1, and also no confirmation on what the prizes are, which makes sense. They're going to evaluate how phase 1 goes and then make decisions on what they're going to do. But there we have it, phase 1 of Tower 2 Ethereum Towers launch. It's really exciting to see how much has progressed from when I first found out about Ethereum Towers. Here we can see one of the Penthouse apartments, which last sold for 25 Ethereum. And here you can even see luxury apartments are going for 6 Ethereum, 5 Ethereum, so there's definitely a lot of value here. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions on Ethereum Towers, or if you would like me to create that economy update walkthrough. Also, let me know whether you're a fan of Ethereum Towers in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.